2024 Nissan Armada, time for twin-turbo V6? Although we could say it's a little bit outdated, the current generation Armada still has a lot of good things to offer. It is a capable full-size SUV with good driving manners and a well-designed interior. Also, there is the matter of the powertrain, which still relies on 8 cylinders. Well, the latest reports suggest this is going to change. From what we know so far, the Japanese company is working on a new powertrain option for the 2024 Nissan Armada, and we have no doubt that Nissan will follow the example of most other models in the class and offer a turbo V6 engine. Some sources even speculate about the full redesign, which also makes sense if we consider Armada's age. Still, let's not forget a massive facelift company did a few years ago, which indicates that the current model still has a couple of good years before it receives a full redesign. Therefore, we think we could see the same thing that happened with Frontier, which receive a new engine first, and there went for a full redesign. 2024 Nissan Armada new powertrain. If we can trust the latest reports, Nissan is preparing a new engine for its full-size SUV. From what we know so far, the good old 5.6-liter V8 will be replaced with something significantly smaller and more efficient. Of course, that would mean a twin-turbo V6, something that you can already see under the hoods of rivals like the Ford Expedition and Toyota Sequoia, even though the latter comes with a hybrid setup. In any case, we expect to see something that could match the old V8 in terms of power but also offer more torque. The V8 is good for about 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque, while the new V6 should be good for more than 400 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque. Some sources suggest a 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6, while others speculate about the possibility to see a turbocharged version of the 3.8-liter V6, which powers the new Frontier. In its naturally aspirated variant, this engine puts out 310 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. 2024 Nissan Armada design. As we've just mentioned, we believe that the current generation is about to remain in production for a few more years. Although introduced in 2016, the current model has been significantly updated a few years ago, with a completely new styling. It looks very attractive, even futuristic to some points. We think it's still one of the better-looking models in the class. In terms of the mechanics, things haven't changed much since the initial launch. This model still rides on a good old F-Alpha platform and shares pretty much everything with the legendary Y62 Patrol, which has been on the market for nearly 13 years. The handling is surprisingly engaging, while the level of comfort remains at a high level at the same time. Interior. On the inside, the Armada has both weak and strong points, but we don't believe it will change in the near future. We expect to see a familiar layout, which may look a little bit outdated in terms of the dashboard design but which offers pretty impressive build quality for the class. Namely, the Armada benefits a lot from its tight connection with the Infiniti QX80 and shares largely the same interior. This refers to the materials as well, which are at a higher level than you would normally expect from a vehicle in this class. As for the seating configuration, 3 rows of seats are standard. The third row may be tighter compared to some rivals, but it is still quite useful. The same could be said for the cargo area, which offers around 16.5 cubic feet of room behind the third row, 49.9 cubic feet with the third row folded and 92.6 cubic feet in total. Features. The 2024 Nissan Armada will be a carryover model, but that doesn't mean it couldn't come with a couple of novelties, especially when it comes to standard equipment. The current model already stands pretty well in this aspect, offering a lot of standard equipment in the most basic versions. Some of the highlights are goodies like a 12.3-inch touchscreen, wireless Apple CarPlay, wired Android Auto, navigation, satellite radio, HD radio, a Wi-Fi hotspot, 4 USB ports, a 4-speaker audio system, Bluetooth, a 7-inch driver information display, dual-zone automatic climate control and proximity keyless entry. Potential additions would come from the current list of options. Some of the things that could become standard are Amazon Alexa, wireless device charging, a dual-screen second-row entertainment system, an additional USB port, a 6-speaker audio system, a 13-speaker Bose audio system, remote start, a 120-volt household-style power outlet, an auto-dimming rear-view mirror, a universal garage door opener and a moonroof. 2024 Nissan Armada release date and price. We expect that the 2024 Nissan Armada will arrive sometime in the last quarter of the year, with a starting price of around $52,000.